Hey everyone, big surprise. Here I am in the late bloomer garden on Earth Day, my 7th anniversary, and I'm kind of doing this impromptu and I don't know if anybody is available. But I said I was going to do it and just got home last night from Tennessee and I feel a little scratchy, a little worse for wear, but I wanted to come to you from my garden. Hi Carl. Thank you for joining me. You are my only one. Hit that like button so far. And I have this wonderful young follower, Jack, in Maryland, and I'm sure he's at school. But I remember him saying, "Oh, you've got to go live from the garden on your anniversary." And so I am. I am here. And I am wearing the same shirt I wore in my first. Hi, Jerry. Hello. Where are you writing me from? I'm wearing the same blouse that I wore in my very first episode of Late Bloomer. Just for full circle. Hi, Catherine. Where are you writing from? Let me know. My plan was to come to you live. It's Monday, and I know Earth Day, in my opinion, should be as important a holiday as any other government holiday, and you should have the day off and be able to spend the day in nature, reconnecting. Unfortunately, the emphasis is not quite in the right place in a lot of governments around the world. Hi, Afi. Where are you writing from? San Diego. Hello. Roseman, California. Thank you, Catherine. Well, I didn't know who I would catch because it's Monday morning and a lot of people work. But I'm here. It is my 7th anniversary of my first episode of Late Bloomer, which premiered on Earth Day, April 22nd, 2012. And I just thought it would be important to connect, especially a lot of the people that may be connecting now are newer subscribers. You haven't been following me the whole time, or you haven't watched all of my. Oh, by the way, can you hear me? I do have a microphone. You obviously can hear me. But I just thought it would be important to kind of reflect on all the changes, and I have big changes going on this year, which I'll tell you about. This is one of the changes that's happened. I have a mug, and unfortunately, those are not mass market mugs. Those are all handmade one at a time. And so I don't have the capital to buy a bunch and then send them out. One of the things I've always not enjoyed about any kind of, I just don't enjoy fulfillment. Fulfillment meaning the shipping and packaging of stuff. Even when I was trying to sell used books and so forth, I just thought, oh, you got to go to the post office and package all that up, and you maybe make $1, and it's just not worth your time unless you have it in bulk, which is why Amazon is so very rich. Bulk. Anyway, own the marketplace, then you can make a lot of money. You can have a slim margin on each product, but still make a lot of money. Who do we have? Thank you, Afi. You can have your own Late Bloomer Gardener mug, but you have to make a $40 donation through my PayPal link which gives me about $6 after the potter buys the material and makes the mug. But it's a great way to remember this channel. So if you'd like to do that, please make that donation. Hi, Martijan. Oh, thank you so much from coming in from the garden. I heard from the Netherlands already this morning. Becky, if you watched my Netherlands videos, I only have 3. I heard from Becky and she wished me a happy anniversary. And oh, I bet it's lovely. Malaysia, let's see, 22:55 would be 11, let's see, 10:55 p.m. Um, Thank you, Afi, for joining me. And you're in Malaysia, so we're not sending the mugs outside of the US because it's just the potter doing the fulfillment, the shipping. Maybe one day I'll have a contract and late bloomer gardener mugs will be going all over the world. I hope so. Mm. Let's see, some of the things I wanted to talk about are all the changes that have happened in the 7 years since I've been doing this. When I first started, if you've gone back and watched that first season of Late Bloomer, there were 20 episodes. There were 20 episodes of each of the 5 seasons, and when I got to 100 episodes, I said I couldn't afford to keep that production team anymore. I just imagined that that show would be on a show somewhere and making money instead of me spending all of my money. And so I started editing my own videos. Good morning from Phoenix, Tina. Thank you for joining me. This is the 7th anniversary of Late Bloomer. And I was just saying that, talking about the changes, YouTube was very new. And now we have millions of people producing content all over the world. And the quest for eyeballs on your content is fierce. And what I see a lot is the channels that are most successful. There's a team, a husband and wife team, and it's just me. It's always just been me. I've had a little help here and there, and of course, I've hired Eric these last couple of years once a week, but even that's changed. So it's you really need help because between the social media, the thinking of content, the producing of the content, the editing, the shooting, and getting out there, and even homesteaders like Doug and Stacy, they're not only doing all of that, they're developing their homestead and they're going to conferences and meeting people in person. All that takes a tremendous amount of time and money. Now, once you have 100,000 subscribers, you are making a little bit of money. But until you have 50,000 subscribers, you're really not making very much money because the only money we make from Google is if people watch ads, and if you skip ads, we get nothing. So that's just a lost. It's not a lost view because every view counts. And if you spend 20 minutes on my channel, then that counts, even if you skip the ads, but we don't get any money. It goes towards analytics, but we don't get any money. So I just wanted to clear that up in case anybody really still doesn't know how it works on YouTube. Good morning, Zahira. Indonesia, we have Malaysia, we have Ireland, and we have the Netherlands outside of the US. It's very, very impressive. And yes, I know. I know that must be very, very challenging to have a tropical season all the time. I can't even imagine how I would manage that. But back to what I was saying about good morning, Katja from Slovenia. Oh, I'm going to make a note. Let's see. Who is going to be with me for an hour? Can someone let me know who is going to be with me for an hour? And I will make you a Martigen. Are you going to be with me for an hour? Because I will make you a monitor. And my usual monitors are busy today. I have, let me know, okay? I have Slovenia, I have Malaysia, I have the Indonesia, I have Netherlands, I have let's see, what did I just say? Oh, Jerry's from Brandon, Mississippi. Wonderful. You have all the music down there in Brandon, right? I got that right? In Ireland. Everybody go ahead and hit that. I've only got 6 of these and 20 people are on. Hey, James in Missouri, thank you for tuning in. And yeah, Slovenia, can you imagine Slovenia, Malaysia, Indonesia, Netherlands, and Ireland, in addition to East Texas and Missouri and Phoenix and Brandon, Mississippi, and Rosemont, California, and San Diego. So let me know who's going to be with me for an hour so I can make you a monitor. It's very simple. You just, if you see, yes, please, everyone, hit the like button. And and Osaka. Good night. Does that mean you have to leave Osaka, Japan? I'm writing that down. Japan. Wonderful, Martin. So, Martin, I'm going to make you a moderator. I said monitor. It's a moderator. So, I have made you a moderator, and what that means is just keep your eye on the chat window, and if you see something that is obviously someone who's trying to get attention, who says something not nice, you know, hide them or block them. You just go to the side of the comment and you'll see 3 little buttons. Move your cursor to the side of the comment. You'll see 3 little buttons and just click on that and just hide user from this chat or whatever it says. Okay. And North Texas is here. And Oregon is here. Hi, Happy Gardener. Now, everyone, I was just saying about all the changes that have happened. My garden started out just as a regular yard with a few bushes and a lot of grass weeds. The grass was not good quality, and I would go out and just for hours just take the little punch thing and punch out those weeds, and the next week it would be just as bad again. So it was really providence that my Parkway tree died, and then I started this whole process of rediscovering my roots from my grandparents, both of which were farmers, and I benefited so much from. Yes, everybody, please like the video, and I benefited so much from the food that my grandparents grew. I mean, back then, if you didn't grow your own food, I mean, you just didn't run down to the grocery store. Obviously, if you lived in a big city like New York, even back then, there are stores. You had to have stores. Um, but most of the country, people were growing their own food. They had gardens, and I was the benefit of that. That's wonderful. What is your name? Slobs Burgers. What is your actual name? Because I don't think that's your name. And I'm glad that I've inspired you. Just to finish that other thought, my garden has completely evolved over 7 years. I've added trees. The olive trees are all since 7 years. And I only have one bush, which I forget the name of. It's a succulent. It requires very little water. That's still here. And then some of these little bushes that separate the 2 properties here are still here. And the camellias. But everything else has changed. And it's truly a food forest. And hi, Lou. Lou, tell me where you're writing from. Oh, Lou. Yeah, tell me where you're writing from, Lou. So, is this Lou from South Carolina? Wow. Um, Backyard Eden says, Backyard Eden, where did you say you're writing from? Did you say? East Texas. Backyard Eden has been watching from the beginning and is remarking on how much it's changed, and she's right. Just this year, I added a loquat tree, a calamandin lime, which is in a pot, and the apple tree. The papaya did not do well, and I'm going to dig that up and take it back to the nursery and see about doing something with that, but getting a refund or something. But yes, it's changed tremendously here. And I love my garden. It gives me great inspiration, and I'm so happy it gives other people inspiration as well. Um, let's see. Uh, well, Afi, it depends on what you're talking about. For example, certain stone fruits and apples and cherries and plums and all that benefit from chill hours. Chill hours are around 40 to 42 degrees, so you have to have 100 or 200 or 300 of those hours where the temperatures dip down in order for it to produce. I have an apple tree and it is producing, but we had the coldest winter ever remember here. We had many more weeks of cold weather than I ever remember. Microgreens, yes, I have. Would you care to comment on that? Deadly Wound, you're right. I apologize. I just got back from Tennessee last night, and I think I'm detoxing the travel. I had a terrible headache all night, and I thought, I can't even do this. I'm not even going to be able to be out in the garden today. But I survived the night, and I started my day with a big glass of apple cider vinegar with the mother at the bottom, the filter at the bottom. Um, and I'm working on my first cup of tea, so I'm feeling better. Wow, looking up, remind me where you are. I know where you are, but just remind me. Um, yes, Carl is bringing up an important point, and I was going to be talking about this. On several live streams ago, I asked for people who have been inspired by me, and obviously, if you've been with me from the beginning, Backyard Eden, you should definitely send me a 1-minute video, horizontal, not like that, and tell me how I've inspired you. I am sharing all those videos, so make sure you smile. And I decided on my trip because I was getting back late last night and I was not going to have time to edit. And only received 5, I think. Deadly Wound, I have not, I have I saw your video. I haven't figured out how to access it. Um, I mean, I saw that you sent it. I haven't watched it yet. Um, but the 5 that were accessible, that were just sitting there, that I downloaded before I left, I uploaded to Facebook. Now, I know a lot of people are not on Facebook. A lot of people on YouTube are not on Facebook, but for the ones that are, please go to Late Bloomer Show on Facebook and you will see these videos. I'm posting them one at a time, but I'm collecting them in 7th anniversary tributes um, playlist on the Facebook page. When I have enough, I'm going to compile them and do maybe 10 or 12 or something like that, put them together in videos and roll them out on my channel. But for now, I'm starting on Facebook. It was easy. It was a way that I could get something up today. And so I think I have five of those up. So you can look at that. If you're on Facebook, you can look at that and see an example of what is good. In fact, you can see, if you see this, if you see yourself in your video, and it looks about like this, and your garden is in the background, and you can see your face, and I can see your face, and you're smiling, and you just say it. You can even write it out. If you're not great at remembering, you can write it out and look at your notes, but just be sure to look up at the camera and say how I've inspired you if I have. And I would love to share that. So looking up 777, I don't know how. I think you're a newer subscriber, and so I don't know how much you've gone back and seen all my videos, unless you changed your name. Um, so if let's see, Martijan is asking from the Netherlands if we have mouse melons. It's a melon. By the way, we say MELON as melon. It's an it's cucumber. I know what you're talking about. And they're one of my recent Phoenix videos, she was growing those. What are those called, everybody? Those tiny little, they look like little watermelons, but they're actually cucumbers. Are they cucamelons? I think they're called cucamelons. And I tried growing those once. I ordered what I thought were the seeds for those, and it turned out I ordered melon seeds, and I waited weeks to find out it wasn't even the same thing. And so I never got to grow those. The Happy Gardener. Okay, please watch the replay and send me a video, and I will share that. Thanks so much for tuning in. Hit that like button before you go. And so, Carl, so to send that video, if you make a tribute video to Late Bloomer, you would, if you're on Facebook, you can just share that on Messenger, or you can share, in a message to me. On the page. You can share it on the page. You can share it in a message to me. Or if not, you can go to, let's see, send it to, oops. So WeTransfer.com is a free transfer service, and all you have to do is go to that URL, WeTransfer.com, and a little window will pop up, and it may ask you to join, or just say go to free, the free service, and there'll be a little window like this, and it'll have a 2, and you'll put in my email address, and it will have a plus sign like this. You hit that plus sign, a pop-up will come down, and you add your file to that. Now, if you're not savvy with all of that, hopefully you're on Facebook and you can just send it through Messenger. Good morning, Richard. How are you? I appreciate looking up 777. Can you just put your name on there again so I can? Lou says I've inspired him to use Oyas. And where are you, Lou? Tell me again. Oyas are really great to use if you are in an arid climate, because what it does is, in between those waterings, there's still moisture down on those roots, and the roots take the moisture as they need it, and so they don't get this deluge of water and then go dry, and deluge, go dry, as you water each week. The UK is in the house. I'm making a note. Thank you so much for joining me. And thank you, Jane. And Honey14, Australia. Oh my gosh. I didn't know if I would get anyone this morning because it is a work day, but it is Earth Day, and nothing could be more important than celebrating the earth on Earth Day and being kind to the earth. Go ahead and hit that like button. As those of you who have just joined, please hit that. Tina, yes, that's right. Oman. Oh my goodness, Oman. I forgot. I don't even know where Oman is. I'm going to have to look it up. Trying to catch them. Oh, thank you, Richard. That would be wonderful. Hey, Tracy. Happy Earth Day to you. Now, Tracy is someone who is in Pennsylvania. She's on a family farm. She's been following me for quite a while, and she sent me a lovely tribute video. Tracy, I don't know if you've seen it, but it is on Late Bloomer Show on Facebook right now. And it's 1 a.m. for Honey in, wait, where did you say you were, Honey? Australia. Honey, well, I appreciate you being up and being part of this. I really, really do. I can't stress enough. I mean, we are in a, you look out on a beautiful day like this and you think, oh, life is good, everything's fine, but it is not fine. We are in crisis in this earth, and from population crisis to fossil fuel to climate to just so many things. And what I have to focus on the one thing that I can control, and that's me. And if I can inspire one person today and one person tomorrow and another person the next day in my humble way, to be kind to Mother Earth, then I feel like I'm doing something. And you can do what I'm doing. You may not have a channel, you may not have even a big garden, but you can talk to people. You can inspire your neighbor. You can inspire the people at your church. You can inspire people at school. You can help out with a school garden if you have school age children, or even if you don't have children, you can volunteer to school. They would love to have you help you volunteer. So Tracy is not used to being put on camera, but I thought you did very well, Tracy, and I was really happy with your video. And Honey, I'm very happy you are here too. Yes, Backyard Eden. It is simply a video like this. As you see me here, you cannot handhold. Uh-oh, I forgot to plug this in. You cannot handhold like this your phone because it's too close to your face. So you will need to set it on something. And you need to prop it up. I mean, if you have one of these, that's ideal. These little stands that you can put of course, you're going to need to have it like that. And you're going to need to, now, even that's tough, but you can figure out a way. It's not impossible. I wanted to read something from, stop it, come on. It's weird. Okay, I wanted to read something. Hold on. Oh, come on, Kaye. Christy Caggiano in Phoenix. Here we go. She says, she wrote me a lovely text. There is a video of her on Facebook also. And she says, remember, it's your day today. With the love of amazing gardeners around the world, you did this, Kaye, and it's amazing. So incredibly deserving of celebration. And that really makes me feel good. I have had a rough 6 months, and thank you, Zach. Where are you writing from? Zach just said something lovely. I wish, Zach, that you would send me a 1-minute tribute video. If you are on Facebook, you can see the 5 I've already uploaded. Hey, Daryl. Daryl, I know. Thank you. Daryl is started things off on Facebook with the short video I did of him when I was visiting in Tennessee. Daryl, I don't think you're on Facebook, but your video is on Facebook. And as I get Springfield, Missouri, wonderful. Zach, Zach, I would love for you to send me a 1-minute tribute video if I've inspired you, and it sounds like I have. line it up kind of like you see this image right here, with hopefully some garden behind you, some nice light on your face, nice smile. You want to inspire people. Smile, smile, and the world smiles with you. That's my motto. So, Daryl, the video that I did of you is on my Facebook page, and when I get 10 or 12 of those, Martigen, I just had to appropriate, and you didn't quite see it in time, but luckily I did. Yes, I know it's early. I was just in Tennessee, and Daryl's garden, he's just got his seedlings. Oh, by the way, Daryl, I have some bad news. This is the stevia, which somehow made it to here. This is what's left of the spoon tomato. You know, it just was too many days, and it was in the car, and it was so cold in Nashville and cloudy, and we were inside at my mother's place for a few hours, and the sun had come out, and I came out, and that little thing was fried, and I'm so disappointed because I know the story about those seeds. Okay, great, Martigen. That's wonderful. So let us know how that goes with growing those. And Honey says, how early is it here? It is 8:21 in the morning. And I think it's too late, Daryl, for me to start seeds now, to tell you the truth. I don't know if you can see, but my tomatoes, I'm going to walk over there, and while this Cessna goes over, I'm going to walk over, and you'll be able to see me in the background, so you'll see how big my tomato is. And I just noticed that, you see all that mildew? Now, at least I think, you know what? That may not be mildew. That looks different. I did spray those, as you recall, with milk and neem before I left. Anyway, I am back. So, well, honey, I woke up at 6, but I had a splitting headache, so it took me till 8 o'clock to get out here and get everything set up. I am sitting in the cozy corner, and the sun is coming up this way. So I have to put a big white reflector there to block the sun from putting really harsh light across my face. Oh, Carl sent me a video. Yes. Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you, and you?
I'm okay.
Good.
I'm doing a live stream on my channel. I'm making a video.
Oh, good. I think it's gonna be nice.
You want to have her come over and say hello?
Okay, let me put this in here.
Okay. Now, if you guys been watching, you know I have a young new neighbor. She's recently, I think she's been here for about 3 months now, or 4 months maybe. And oh gosh, what's her name? Sevi, Zachary's sister. And if you've been following and you love Zachary, unfortunately they're moving to San Francisco. And my heart is going to break again to say goodbye to them. But here comes Yolanda with Sevi, his new sister. And she's just going to say hello real quick. Hi, Sevi. She doesn't know what to think about me. I don't know if she'll even smile.
Hi.
Hello. Look over here.
See?
Look over here.
Hello,
Get
Kaye.
down.
How
You
are
have to get
you?
down. You have to get down. See your see? Hi.
See?
See?
Hi, Sammy.
Yeah, there
Yes,
you.
see? You
That's
see
you.
me?
Yeah. That's me and that's you and that's Yolanda. Can you say hi?
Say hello.
Can you say hi?
Hi.
Can you say hi with your hands?
Say
Can you
hi. Say hi, Mama. Say hi. Hi, Kaye. Can you say hi, Kaye? Yes.
Okay, I think you need a nap.
I
You need a
think so.
nap.
She looks tired. Okay, have a good day.
Okay, you see ya.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Afi, yes, that is my neighbor. And Sevi was adopted from a let's see, she was in a foster. She was with the foster parents in Korea, and she was adopted by Zachary's parents. And let's see. Yes, Tracy. So will I. Yeah, she's so cute. Let's see, planting seeds. Afi says, and also planting seeds inside my bedroom. The one says, let's see, Afi, I forget where you are. It may have been too hot to plant them outside. I don't know what the temperature is. At some point, you're going to have to send them outside, I would think. Can I do a room tour? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Let's see, where were we? So many things to talk about. I just returned from Tennessee and I shot a couple of videos over there. I went morel mushroom hunting. If you watched the last live stream, you got to see the guys I went with to morel hunting, and you'll be seeing all of that. Oh, that's wonderful. You know, I hated eating candy growing up. Maybe because my birthday was on Valentine's. Well, I don't know. It was ironic that my birthday was on Valentine's Day and I did not like eating candy because it was just too, I didn't like anything sticky on my teeth like that. It was too hurt. I'm glad about that. And that's wonderful that you adopted one of your granddaughters and you're raising her to eat vegetables. And yes, my house and rooms are not on display on my channel. Yes, won't do. I'm not sure why you're asking about that. This is a garden channel, and it's my garden that I feature, not the inside of my house. You do see my kitchen in my uh, most recent video. You can see my kitchen because my most recent video is about how I make my calendula balm. Wow. That is fantastic, Tracy. The more I know about you, the more moved and inspired I am. Let's see, where were we? We need to. What do we need to cover? We need to cover. I'm going blank. Everybody, go ahead and send me that video if you've been inspired by my channel or me. A 1-minute video, and the link is right up there. You can post it to Late Bloomer Show Facebook page, or you can send it via WeTransfer to my email address, which is in the chat. Just scroll back up and you'll see it. I'm gonna need a lot of support this year to keep this channel going. I need to get to at least 50,000 subscribers to keep going. And I got a long way to go. And the last time we had a live stream, not the very last one, but the time before that, YouTube had shared my loofah video, which is how I met Daryl. And I was gaining 200 to 250 new subscribers a day, and that was happening for like 2 weeks. and I was thrilled out of my mind. And abruptly on April 5th, it just stopped. And I don't know why. Hey, Eric. I bet they are, Eric. Eric, did you send me a video? I really wanted you to. Even if you're camera shy, it doesn't matter. Just go ahead and send me a video. Make sure the two dogs are in your video. Make it like this. You know, you can even have it a little bit farther back, but have your two dogs and just say something about Earth Day, my anniversary, and because you've been watching for a very long time, and I would really appreciate that. Ah, Tracy is very camera shy, and she did it, so you can do it. um, I'll send a video soon if I get the chance. You inspire me because I. Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, send it soon. Well, it'd be great if you could send it today, just because today is the anniversary. But if you cannot send it today, then send it soon, and it will be compiled, and I will use it. Okay, so what's coming up? Oh, let me just bring you up to date about Eric because I know a lot of. Don't mind the man behind the screen. Okay. Well, I've asked twice now, Eric, so if you don't want to do it, I understand. Um, I mean, I don't understand, but I'll accept it. Anyway, Eric, I know a lot of people have come to love seeing Eric work, me filming Eric work. But Eric, I sort of panicked and thought, oh, I've really got to cut expenses. Because even though I'm editing my own videos and now I'm doing the sound to my videos, so that technically the videos don't cost anything, it costs a chunk to have him here. So I made this radical decision to drop him 2 days a month. And of course, he immediately got involved in a big project out in Malibu, and they're doing a lot of demolition. They have he's running a little caterpillar and moving concrete and doing all this stuff out there. And it's going to be a while before he can get back here on a Thursday. Problem is, he came on Saturday, but I wasn't here. I was in Tennessee, and he's not going to be back for until Saturday after next. And I won't be here because that's the one day I have class in Hollywood. I like to take if I take an acting class in Hollywood, I like to do it on the weekend so it doesn't conflict with any potential auditions, of which there aren't many, but if there are, I need to be available. So hi, horticulture geek. I'm glad you tuned in. Hey, has everybody done this? I hope hit the like button. And anyway, I was talking about support this year. You know, if you're not able to make a direct donation through my PayPal link, which would be preferable, if you're not able to do that, and you're not able to support me on a monthly basis on Patreon, which would be awesome if you could do that. Then if you order anything on Amazon, you can use my URL to get into Amazon and order anything you like, either from my storefront or whatever you like. As long as you're inside my link, I will get a small commission for anything you buy. So I'll put that link up here so that you have it. And it's Amazon shop. And you will see my familiar face. Okay. And if you're so moved, so inspired by anything that I've done, you can make a direct donation. You can make a monthly donation through PayPal too. It doesn't have to just be a one-time thing. If you'd rather do that than PayPal, then Patreon. Let's see, where am I? That link is right there. That's my PayPal link. And then let's see, what else? Is that it? And of course, there's the essential oils. But if you have not subscribed to my website and you would like to, I just spent a bundle on updating my website, which I hadn't done in a long time. I don't know if you can hear that. I don't know if you can hear that Cessna going right over my head. That's why I'm wearing a microphone, so you can continue to hear me. There is a free, especially if you're a new gardener, there's a free ebook which you can download from my website, latebloomershow.com. There's also a link at my website to connect and learn about essential oils, of which I am a distributor for Young Living and have been for many years. But I'm going to be focusing on that this year and trying to build a team so that I'm going to be somewhat busy. Let's see, how do you subscribe to a website? You click on that link, Tracy, and you will immediately get a pop-up that says subscribe to my channel, of which you already subscribed. So you just click the X, click that box off, and then you will see another box to the right that says free ebook. You just put in your email address and you click send, your name and your email address. You click send. And you know what? I can just send it to you. But I'm just telling everyone in general that you go to my website, and if you're already subscribed to my channel, that box will go, you click that box. Hello from Ohio. And hello, Dave. And let's see. You click off that box that says subscribe to the channel, and then to the right, which will be this side, you will see a little box that says free ebook. You just put in your name and your email address and you click send or join or whatever, and then you will get a confirmation email. You have to respond to that confirmation email, and you will get another email with a small and a large download. You know, some people can't handle a larger download in their email, so you have that option. But there are live links in there and all that great photos and just great information for anybody starting out. And just encourage anyone you know to go ahead and sign up, because what that helps me do is build my email list. And now that I have done a lot of updates on my website, I am going to be focusing more on my website and trying to build an audience on my website, because that's where you can sell products from a website. I can't really sell products from YouTube. So, hello from the Philippines, Christian. I've got Christian. Go ahead and hit that like button, okay? I'm making a note. Thank you, Tracy. And so we covered all that, and let's see what's going on in the garden. I can do what I was going to do is I don't know how to do this technically. What I wanted to do is do a live tour of my garden as it is right now. But I would have to do that from my cell phone, and the transmission, once I stop, it's going to break the transmission. So if anyone would like to see a live tour of my garden after this finishes, let me know and I will do that, because I will have to change devices. I'll have to go to my phone. Ah, yes, Daryl and I were discussing chemtrails when we were in Tennessee. So many places around the country. Well, they're everywhere, and I don't begin to understand it, why it's happening or whatever. But you know, Daryl, I was sitting in the airport, Daryl and everyone. I was sitting in the airport yesterday, killing time, because Walker and I went back to the airport together, and he was able to get on an earlier flight back to Minnesota. And so I had about 2.5 hours to kill in the Nashville airport. And I was just looking through my phone and deleting photos that, were not good or didn't need. And I came across photos. Let me think where it was. Gosh, now I'm blanking. It was at least 7 years ago of the sky. And it was just in these crisscrossed in these chemtrails. And if you, yeah, honey, it's which a lot of people say and believe it's just contrails, but which is the natural vapor that comes out at the back of a jet. But chemtrail is where this cloud stays, and there are many of them, and sometimes it's crisscrossed, and then the whole sky turns hazy, goes from beautiful blue sky to hazy. And some people just, Eric, some people just believe that it's the water vapor. So it's hard to even talk about it because some people believe strongly that they don't exist, and some people believe strongly that they do exist. So that's all I'll say about it. You can look up geoengineering.org and make up your own mind. Um, if no, honey, it's all over. It's all over the world. Anyway, I will say to answer um, Northern Ohio Homestead, I was in a few TV shows: General Hospital, Alias, Gilmore Girls, Becker, Wings, Cheers. You'll notice a pattern here. All of them are like a while ago. So, some soap operas, Divorce Court, Unsolved Mysteries. Somebody wrote me last night and said they saw my Unsolved Mysteries from like, when did I do that? 1989. I'm going, where did you see that? I haven't seen that in decades. I have no idea where to see that. So anyway, well, it was a while ago, so depending on how old you are, that was General Hospital was in 1989, I think. So that was a while ago, but the show's still on. So, in terms of my garden, I have apples for the first time, and I had quite a few blossoms on my plum tree. I haven't noticed whether they got pollinated and whether I've got fruit going. My old plum tree, I've got snapdragons coming back around, and well, you'll see. Did anyone want me to do a walk around tour with my a live from the late bloomer garden? Wow. Okay. Okay. Well, I will have what I'll have to do is I'll have to end this transmission and start a new live video on my phone, and I'll have to get my selfie stick, but I can do that. It's actually rather quiet at the moment. Now it's only 8:44, and if you've watched my channel, you know Renee. Renee's married to Denora, who's worked for me on Fridays for 15 years probably. And Renee works at Zachary's house, and he will be over here at least by 10 with the lawnmower, the leaf blower, the weed whacker, and all that. So we're going to have to get that done before he gets over here. uh, well, that's wonderful, Tina. I've never seen that. So, hey, Leslie, thank you for joining us from Spokane. I was in Spokane a number of times in 2017. I don't know if you remember, but there was a few months there where it looked like we might buy a piece of property in Idaho, which would be our legacy property, our vacation property, our retirement property, but all that fell apart grandly. So that is over and done. And so now, Daryl, I don't know if you're still with me, Daryl, but Daryl and my friend Guy from Putnam County, Tennessee, they were in my last my last live stream. They were trying to get me to buy property in Tennessee, and there's a strong pull to do that because my younger brother is in Abingdon, Virginia, and all of his family are like in Kingsport and um, close over there in Tennessee, close to in East Tennessee. And of course, I have my other brother and all of his family and their kids in Nashville. And Putnam County is about an hour east of the airport, the Nashville airport. So, I mean, it makes a lot of sense to do something like that. And the land is still reasonably priced because if you've been following, it's pretty certain that unless a grand miracle happens, and I mean a big one, that I will have to sell this property within the next year, inside the next year. So, and maybe sooner. So, as we progress this season, you may see me start to think, what can I dig up and take with me? um, Obviously, I can't take my olive tree, and there are 1 billion, and I'm not kidding. I'm sure there's way over a million, maybe not a billion, but I'm sure there are a million blossoms on this olive tree, which I'll show you on the walk around. I wasn't pleased. I was pleased initially with the taste of the olives, but as I got into those 2 jars, they just tasted kind of like um, uh, vinegary shoe leather. It was almost like I mean, it's gross to kind of say it, but I think that maybe it's the case. I either waited too long, and I don't know when to pick olives. I guess I waited too long. Maybe I should have just picked them when they were green, because by the time that we picked those, they just didn't have the moisture in the flesh. So you bite into it, and it's just sort of like flavorful skin, kind of. You didn't. I threw 1 jar away. Hey, Daryl. Well, it would be months. So I don't know, to tell you the truth. Do not know. Because when my son joined me, he was going, I wonder if I could I wonder if we could get enough land to graze cattle in Tennessee. And, you'd need at least 1,000 acres for 100 head. So I don't know. That's all really, really up in the air. Okay, so let's see. It seemed like there was more stuff that I wanted to talk about. It seems like, yeah. Oh, I want. mm, mm. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you this picture. That's my dear mother. And there she is with Walker. She's the matriarch of our family and the only grandparent. And wow, that sounds fantastic, Afi. He's talking about where he lives in Malaysia. Yes, I think most people have heard of Kuala Lumpur. Um, okay, Afi, thank you. Thank you for joining us. Hit that like button before you go. And I wanted to share now. I hope it's okay. I'm going to be talking about my essential oils here and there. But I just ordered this Lang Lang, and I have never bought this before, and I wanted to try it. Oh my goodness. I wish there was some way I could describe that. I'm going to tell you what it is. It is extracted by steam distilling the waxy golden flowers found on the tropical Lang Lang tree. With its rich floral scent, it's a popular element in luxurious and indulgent perfumes and skincare products. Its benefits include its nourishing properties as well as rich romantic scent, which is why you might find this oil in high-end hair care products and spa treatments. Add it to a steamy bath, creamy moisturizer, or nourishing homemade hair mask. Ooh, I've never done a hair mask for an easy at-home spa day. So that is that's how I'm going to treat myself today on my anniversary with this beautiful, luxurious oil. And if you'd like to know more about essential oils, and specifically the ones that I work with, I will give you the link. Which is this. Or you can just find it on my website. There you go. Okay, does anybody else have any questions? Thank you, Tina. Thank you, Tina. Happy Earth Day, Afi. Thank you so much for joining us from Malaysia. Thank you, Deadly Wound. Okay. Let's see. What else? It's so nice and quiet right now. I just can't believe it, how beautiful it is. Okay, who wants to see a tour of my garden? Oh, I bet you do, Christian. Yes, I bet you do. I would love to experience growing more tropical trees because the variety is just amazing. What I really need to do is this is not a tropical tree, I just thought of it, but my dragon cactus, I want to see that bloom one time before I have to leave here. And I think what I'm going to do is it's grown up about 15 feet up into my pine tree. And what I want to do is unattach, because it puts out these little feelers that hook into the bark of the pine tree, so it can just keep growing up. But it won't bloom until the limbs or the cactus hangs all the way to the ground, and then it blooms from the ground. The blooms happen at the ground. So what I want to do is unattach the cactus. That's going to require getting on a ladder, and I might have to do that myself because Eric is not going to be back until um, Saturday, a week from Saturday. So any big jobs that happen before then, I'm going to have to take on myself. So there's a lot to be determined, especially about my olive tree. And oh dear. Anyway, it's overwhelming to think that I might have to leave my garden. Very overwhelming. Let's see. Tracy, what were you saying? Me too? Dave, you always make me laugh. Thank you. Honey, please go to my website because if you put in your name and your email address, you can download my free ebook. It's 18 pages and it's um, 10 steps to a great first garden. So it just talks about the basics, and there's some links in there. And I know you're outside of the country, but I do believe that you will find some good advice in there, and it's free. All you have to do is put your name and your email address. So it's latebloomershow.com. So just go there and get that. And yes, but Dave, you've got to brine the olives. You have got to pick them and clean them and brine them and wait for weeks and months, and then you can put olives on your pizza. It's time consuming. Talking tour. Eric, is that you mean go on a talking tour of my garden? Is that what you're saying? Because I'm going to do that. You're welcome, honey. Okay. Okay. So everybody, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this live stream. Make sure you hit that like button if you haven't already, and we'll go on a walking tour of the garden somehow. Okay? And I remember one time when I did that, I just did a short one like for 2 minutes or something, and when I changed it back and forth, I think what I'll do is I won't try to put me on there. Let's just see. I'm not all that tech savvy, but we'll figure it out. So I am going to end this live stream. Thank you so much for joining me on this Earth Day 2019. Be kind to Mother Earth. Do something today that embraces Earth. And thank you, Martijan. And Christina Costa has just asked me. I think it's going, Christina, just to very briefly, I think it's going to be, I think I'm going to have to sell this property. And I mean, I am. So it's hard for me to even say that or to think about that. But that is, unless a very great miracle happens, that is going to have to happen within the next year. So this will be the last Earth Day that I have from this spot right here. That's for sure. Yes, I know, Christina. But as I said in my recent garden workday video, I committed to try and inspire people for the rest of my life, because I just believe it's absolutely critical with what's happening in our world to the soil, air, water. I mean, ocean animals are washing up on beaches just full of plastic. I mean, just to even get into it is just makes me want to cry about the the need for profit for various kinds of corporations, polluting and, and poorer neighborhoods are where most pollution occurs. I mean, city water, a lot of city water is tainted. Water from fracking is tainted. You know, the oceans are warming. I mean, it's a crisis situation. So you could get pretty down about it. But the only way I can keep going is just to believe that if I inspire one person to take one tiny step and talk to one person and just wake up and start appreciating this beautiful earth that we have, um, then that's what I can do, and that's what I have been trying to do for 7 years. So, Martigen, I told you I was in the Netherlands. I have 3 videos from the Netherlands, and I was in what was the glass house video? What was that place called? Um, you have to go back and look at my Europeans playlist. The 3 videos are right there. And so, no, I won't be coming back. I won't be doing any more travel. I'm pretty sure the trip to Daryl's in Tennessee was my last trip, because I can't make another trip anywhere until I have at least 50,000 subscribers. So maybe you guys can share my channel and help me get there. And then I can think about traveling again, because I'm on my own now and I have to pay for everything and I have to be very careful. Eric, yes. You said it, brother, that's what you said it, brother. Okay, so everybody hit that. That's true, Daryl. Everyone is not fortunate enough to live in an Eden. One of my viewers right now is in St. Louis, Missouri, and lives in a very dangerous neighborhood and does not have access to healthy food, and has to worry about dodging bullets here and there. So not everyone can create an Eden where they are, but what we can do is try somehow. Oh my gosh, Tina, I did not know that. Tina says the aquifer under her house in Phoenix and all over Phoenix Metro has been polluted by, you wrote Motorola, but you mean Motorola? Motorola, like the electronics company? Oh yeah, Motorola, okay. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, Eric, that it's Mars is not going to be open for business in our lifetime. But that's true, Daryl. Daryl says even a window can be an Eden. And I don't know, James, if you're still on from St. Louis, Daryl is growing sweet potato slips in his windowsill. Oh, that's funny. Okay, you guys are having a lot of fun. Now, I don't know if you can hear, but there is one of the gardeners that comes on Mondays just checked in 2 doors down, and I think he does 2 properties over here. So it Eric, I can assure you, North Dakota is probably the last place I would go. No offense to North Dakotans, but I had a friend there and I heard an awful lot about it. And my son has driven through there quite a bit, visiting producers all around. Well, he visits cattle producers all over, grass-fed cattle producers all over, and he has described driving through North Dakota and South Dakota. No chance. No chance. Hey, Maggie, I'm just about to sign off. You're going to have to watch the replay. And Maggie is in, I want to say Argentina. Am I right? Or have I? Grandma Sandy, thank you for, have you been here for a while, Grandma Sandy? Because I have not uploaded your video yet, but I'm going to. I don't know if you heard me say this, but the tribute videos right now are residing on my Late Bloomer Show Facebook page. All of you that are on Facebook, please, oh, there's some little bird up there that sounds so sweet. Please go to my Late Bloomer Show on Facebook and like those videos. You know, Facebook, when Facebook is just like YouTube. If they see that somebody's sharing something and there's interaction, then they're more likely to share it in other people's feeds and so forth. So, Grandma Sandy, look for your video there this afternoon for sure. Right, Daryl. That's the problem, Daryl. I have a problem with flat as far as the eye can see. I really love a little bit of, well, my son Walker wants to buy a large tract in Montana to mob graze cattle, or I should say graze cattle the proper way, whatever they're calling it now. So, but I don't know how that's going to happen because that's going to be a lot of money. And he has shown me clips from Montana, and oh, it is so beautiful because you can see these beautiful fields, but then these mountains in the background. It's just beautiful. Oh, Bakersfield, right? You're not in Argentina, you're in California. I knew that. I saw your name this morning, and I was going to ask you, maybe I even wrote you to send me a tribute video. Please send me a tribute video, people. I don't want to just wind up with 10. That's not very representative. Oh, I know what it was. A person, I wanted to, wait, hang on. Oh, Maggie, I'm just seeing your message. I shall go and see and make one. My garden looks horrible, but I'll fix it up. You don't even have to have it stand in front of your garden if your garden looks horrible. Just stand somewhere and have a nice, so I can see your face. And yeah, this I want to say my Tran. Okay, my Tran is from Vietnam and wrote me and said, "Hello, Kaye. I really loved to watching your video. It inspired me to grow vegetable. I cannot make video and send it to you. I do not speak English and just understand a little bit what you say. I have to search Google Translate. So I feel so sorry. I hope someday I can speak English well and make a video to say how much you inspired me. Love you." And then sent me a picture of the rice paddies in their family's rice paddy in Vietnam. And I wrote back and said, "I would like you to make a video in your language. Please say it from your heart, how I inspired you. Please do it today, and I will share it. And then just let me know what you say in the video, and I'll put it underneath." And and he says it's hard to make a video with the mobile phone. Maybe for the phone he has, that's true. Let's see. Can I also repost the video on my YouTube and my blog? Yes, of course. You mean, let's see. Can I also repost the video on my YouTube and blog? Grandma Sandy, I did not realize that you had a channel. I'm sorry that I didn't know that. and you can definitely post it on your blog. Do you want to repost it from my page? That would be even better because that promotes my page. And you absolutely can do that. Mexican gherkins is that cucamelon, I think. I don't know how we circled back to that, Tracy. You're shivering, Daryl? I'm shivering. It's chilly here, which is why I'm wearing my hand knit. This is the first time I've ever worn this shawl. I hand knit it years ago, and I needed it today. So everybody, I'm going to sign off, and I'm going to try to do, before Renee gets over there, I'm going to try to do a walk around of my garden and show you what my garden looks like right now. Okay. And if you haven't hit the like button, please do that. And please consider using my Amazon link. If you're ordering anything on Amazon, you scroll back up and you can get the link. And if you're interested in seeing this channel continue, please find 10 people that you think would enjoy it and get them to subscribe, because everything counts. Everything counts. Let those ads play. I won't be making any more trips. Well, yeah. The soonest trip that I will be making, well, I can't say because my mother's not in great shape, so I can't say how soon I'm going to be traveling. Yeah, I'm going to do it right now, Dave. Let's see. Travis, thank you for joining, but I'm just signing off. So please go back and watch the replay, hit that like button. And Travis, since you're available, I'm going to start a live video within 5 minutes. I just have to get my selfie stick, and I'm going to do a live video walking around with my cell phone because I have to sign out of this device. Oh my God. OAG, I am signing off of this live stream. I hope you'll watch it later when you have a chance. Everybody wants to see me do a little walk around of my garden. And so I'm going to try to do that on this device. So I have to sign out of this live stream and start a new one and get my selfie stick. So please, everybody, hit that like button and thanks so much for everything. And you can just continue with me very soon on my cell phone in the walk around. Please don't forget to share this channel. I need all of your support to keep going. And that is an understatement. So thanks so much. And I'll see you in 5 minutes.